So Donald Trump recently had a press conference in Texas, and he began to, unsurprisingly, ramble incoherently about why we need the wall. Let's take a look.
If we had the wall, the good people will not be able, you'll see them on the other side of the wall. And people can, number one, they won't come because they'll say there's no way of getting through. Right now they think there's a way of getting through. And their people back home never hear about them. They start the walk that they think Houston's, half a mile away, but it's 300 miles. And it's desert. And I asked Mr. Powell, I said, let me ask you a question. When you do this, why aren't people around to help these people? He said, this is a vast state. It's a vast area. If you look at it, I mean, the state's tremendous. We don't see that. I come from New York, you have Fifth Avenue, and that connects to Park Avenue, and it's not too far away. But this is, hundreds of miles between places.
Hundreds of miles between. It's such a big place. It's a vast area. Big area. Lots of space. Nobody could have known that Texas was a big state. I mean, nobody could have guessed. Who could have guessed? There's lots of space. Okay. I make fun, but okay. That's not even the worst. So now he thinks, oh no, if I get a wall, that's going to stop people from coming over in the first place, right? The so-called good people, which is interesting because I thought he wanted to keep out the bad people. But now he's saying, it'll keep the good people out because then they'll be on the other side of the fence. But then they won't actually come here. My God. Anyway, now, as far as keeping people out, will a wall keep people out? No, of course not. People can dig tunnels. We've seen that before. Or you could just fly over. Most people happen to fly over. But look, I'm not even sure exactly what he's trying to say. I mean, the people never hear about the what? I mean, this is the quote. People back home never hear about that. What? How big Texas is? I'm pretty sure we all know how big Texas is, if you pay attention. I mean, there's that saying, everything's bigger in Texas. And besides, as far as the Texas being so big that, oh my God, San Antonio or whatever is so far away, or Houston's 300 miles away. It's such a big, vast area that they're just going to go home when they find out how big it is. Oh, so you think somebody who walked all the way from Honduras or El Salvador up through Mexico, thousands of miles, will be like, dog, you know what? I guess I'm just not going to go. It turns out Houston's a little bit more than a half mile from the border. It's a long way. No, that's ridiculous. I mean, come on. He makes absolutely no sense, but of course it gets worse, as I'm about to show you.
And they're very expensive fences, but they don't want to go through the process of going through the fences. So, again, they wait until the fence is open, the gate is open. They wait at the gates, and they kill people. And they want to take the truck. A lot of times they don't even want to go to the house. They want to steal the truck. So you always go to the gate in doubles. This has been going on for many years, and it's coming out. I'm bringing it out because we're bringing out what's happening with our border. And these people are coming into our country. Some are dying during the walk. Many of those people, I'll bet, are very good people. But some are dying during the walk. Many are dying. That was what surprised me. I said, well, how many? And one of the folks said, well, we had 7 in the last fairly short period of time. 7. I said, 7? That's one person. He said, no, they're all over the part of Texas that we're talking about. That means they're all over other places too.
What? What? I didn't understand any of that. And to go back, to give you a little context, there was a guest at the presser that said, I had 6 people dressed in black show up on my door at 5:30 in the afternoon. And immediately the president goes into, well, they want to get into your fence and they want to take your truck and then they'll kill you. What? What is this? What's happening here? What is he even talking about? And sometimes they don't even come to the house. They just steal your truck and get inside the. Then why would they knock at his door, or why would they just? He's lost his mind. He's lost his mind. He's sitting here rambling about fences. I mean, come on. And look, they still want the fences open, right? They're killing people, but they're also good people. Are you serious? Again, literally 15 seconds before, or I should say the last clip, he was talking about how the good people on the one side of the fence, but they're on the other side, and they're not going to come here if we have a wall. It makes no sense. What are you talking about? He's mental. He's mental. He's mental. I mean, he's losing his head, man. Like, even Fox News. Later on, Fox News, Dana Perino, in the middle of that presser, later on, she's like, yeah, we're just going to cut away. I think he's rambling again. And then she had to say, and this is great, oh, I think he's doing something very smart. No, you don't believe that. No, you don't believe anything that he's doing right now is smart at all. Look, even if you agree with his, I guess, position on immigration, his policy positions, right? No, you can't look at that and say, oh, yeah, no, that's a smart guy. He's got everything. I mean, oh, boy, his brain right there functioning 110% capacity. Smart guy, very stable genius. You can't say that. Not after watching this. I mean, somebody, please, invoke the 25th Amendment. For God's sakes, the emperor has no clothes, okay? And apparently, along with it, no brain. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that free video. Now I'm going to have to ask you a favor. Between the demonetization and the YouTube algorithm messing around with view counts, etc., we're having a hard time adjusting to the new YouTube reality, which is where you guys come in. See, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/TYTNation, set up to help us rely on you guys, the viewers, instead of big corporate ads. Look, you know the show. You know I'm not in favor of big corporations anyway. So help us transition away from relying on the ad model to pay the bills and sign up to be a patron, patreon.com/TYTNation. That goes a long way to help us keep the lights on. And you guys will know that you're supporting independent progressive media.